We continue learning workbook page 63 with this problem. At a concession stand, 5 hot dogs and 4 hamburgers cost $14.25. At the same concession stand, 4 hot dogs and 5 hamburgers cost $15. Find the cost of 1 hot dog and the cost of 1 hamburger. Now remember, we're only doing step 1 of these problems for now until we get really, really good at it. Step 1 says there are 2 things that you're being asked to find. So define a variable for each one of those things and make sure that your variable definition includes the word number or the word of or both. Okay, great. So what are we being asked to find in this problem? Once again, it says in the last sentence, find the cost of 1 hot dog and the cost of 1 hamburger. They really spelled it out for us. They've made it very easy. So the only thing we have to be careful doing is to define our variables. You should always define a variable using a letter that represents the item. The problem here is that we've got hot dog and hamburger which both start with the letter H. So the way we're going to distinguish between them is we're going to use dog, D for dog for hot dog, and B for burger. Okay, so here comes our variable definition. D is defined as the cost of 1 hot dog. And B is defined as the cost of 1 hamburger. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, is this really necessary? And the answer is yes. We're going to do 5 of these in total. And when we get to learning step 2, you're going to see how very important your variable definition is. Now, the second thing I want to share with you before we wrap up this particular problem is I want you to see an example of what a bad variable definition looks like. These are good variable definitions, but I've seen a lot of bad variable definitions as well. For example, I've seen some students say, D is defined as hot dog. No, that is not a good variable definition. It doesn't tell me what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Hot dog. Well, that's on aisle 7. No, that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm trying to find is the cost of a hot dog, the price of a hot dog. Your variable definition needs to indicate what it is that you are trying to find in the problem.